Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. This is Coach Toyin. I just got done sharing this week's 24. Like, I'm on a journey. So, if you've not been following, I've been on a journey, 30-day journey in my academy. So, I just got done sharing Key 24, Success Key 24 for achieving business growth and success. And pretty much it's been fantastic. We're almost there. 6 more sessions to go, 30 days of just teaching mindset coaching. So out of that program, one of the things I talked about was leverage. So it was about negotiations, learning how to negotiate on and on. And there was this question on leverage. Do you have leverage? Right. On your journey to success, what's your leverage? Really, I gave an analogy as well. Pardon me there. I gave an analogy to help people understand that leverage is the force. Okay, leverage is the force, and it's about having what people want. If you're going to negotiate, right? If you don't have what I want, then there's what am I? We're not right. There's no ground for whatever it is you're saying, right? So clearly understanding what people want, what you have that people want, is going to really serve you, right? So let me know where you're joining from. This is going to be a short engagement. It's just for discussion and sharing right now. Okay. So when it comes to negotiation, right? I want something that you have. You want something that I have, right? And then we share common ground on value, right? I value what you value what I value. Okay. And we want to transact, we want to exchange your value for my value. And what are the terms of engagement, right? So do you have clarity in terms of what other people want and what you want? Do you have the skills to communicate and negotiate your value for their value? Okay. And leverage, I gave this analogy. Let me just quickly share it, and and this will be, I'll shut this down as well. It's we're living in a world of abundant supply of opportunities and value. In that class, I also shared different types of leverage, value, on and on. So just think about the world as a river. Abundance of water is flowing, right? Again, I've talked about these are the things those who are my members, they already understand this. When I talk about abundance mindset versus limited mindset versus scarcity mindset. No, 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 no. Listen, the river is flowing with abundance. Okay. But the reason people are not enjoying abundance in their life, yeah, let me break it down, is that they do not have the capacity to draw out of that river. Okay? Out of the river of abundant supply, whether it's money, success, whatever it is you want, look around you. People are pursuing and attaining it. It's achievable. But when you don't have the tools for fetching opportunities to yourself, for drawing it out, for reeling it in, right? For bringing it in, if you don't have leverage, then you can be listening, reading the newspaper, right? Reading who bought which house, who did what, who became governor, who became mayor, right? But if you desire any of those opportunities, you've got to build up your own leverage, because success, the journey of success, is a combination lock. You've got to acquire the keys for success. Okay. And part of it is understanding that your success journey is going to be limited by the capacity that you have to deliver results for others. Okay. One other key thing that I shared when I was teaching this mindset coaching program is that hunger, okay, your own desire, the size of your desire would always determine what you will get out of life. The level of your hunger. If you go to that stream of life with a spoon, with a teaspoon, you will get teaspoon water. You did that to yourself. The river of life is flowing with abundance, with opportunities, right? Look around you. There's every opportunity. But if you can't see it, it's because you've adopted another type of mindset. Welcome, Sean and Mary, to the room. Feel free to come upstage. This is a discussion room. So if you would like to ask a question, feel free to join as well. So if you show up to the stream of opportunities in the world with a teaspoon, that means you're only hungry for a teaspoon of opportunity. That's all you will get out of that river. If you show up with a bucket, you will get a bucket load of opportunities in life. Okay? This is when I talk about capacity building, personal development, right? Expanding your capacity. Why? Because if you don't expand your capacity, there's not much you can do for other people, and there's not much reward they can return back to you. Okay? The impact that you're going to have on the world will be minimized. Okay, you minimized it, not listen, the world, part of adulting is realizing the world doesn't revolve around an individual. The world is the world. Seed time, harvest time, sun, moon, stars, rain, right? It's time. In fact, I usually say time is ticking. Whether you can't stop it, you can't fast, you can't accelerate, you can't speed it up. It does. Listen, time doesn't care what you do with time. If you like, waste your time. But the results you will get out of time, you will limit yourself. So there are many things in life that is just what it is. It's just there. You have to decide, what do I want? This resource that is given by your creator, okay? You get to decide how you use them to your own advantages. So time is one of those things. Time can be a leverage. Speed is a factor of success. Why? Speed will determine who arrives first. Speed. That's why many people will still be going round and round and round. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, go round and round and round. They've not arrived. Those who get the roadmap, who get instructors, who get coaches, who get mentors, sponsors, they will speed up their own success. They will arrive sooner. They will leverage other people's experiences, understanding, access to propel themselves faster into their future, into their desired future. Just not any type of future, their desired future. They will arrive faster, guys. They will arrive faster. So what are you leveraging to arrive faster? Yourself, your limited knowledge, borrow knowledge, guys. Bible talks about buy wisdom, sell it not. Why? It's a leverage. It's a leverage. Wisdom will save you time. See, right? Wisdom will help people achieve success faster. Some other people will say, no, I will do it myself. They go, they get lost. The people, they come and get, like, listen, you just be watching. You want to become a doctor instead of going to a doctor that already has 30 years of experience. You want to spend the next 30 years finding an answer you could have paid and gotten today. Right? Answers that are available to you today. You want to spend 1 year. What is your 1 year value to you versus what the person is asking, right? And I've shared this before. Those who already have attained incredible wealth, and right, they don't like failure anymore. So they pay to eliminate and eradicate failure. It's actually people who have not achieved success that love to go the path that failure is guaranteed. I will do it myself. What do you know I don't know? Listen, those who have learned over years, they've learned, they've failed in the past, they don't want to fail again. Right? This is so unfortunate, right? Is that what I've seen, this mindset is that only those who know the cost of failure will avoid failure. Only those who understand the true cost of failing will avoid the cost of failure and will invest never to fail again. Everybody else would not make those wise decisions. This is part of wisdom. So that's just part of, I just wanted to share a few things. I already spent time teaching in my academy. I already did that. All the replays, the success coaching program, 10-week accelerator is available at toyinumesiri.academy. That's the space for those who want to accelerate their journey to business growth and success, right? Supported by mindset programs, skill set development, entrepreneurship skill sets, building programs, branding, marketing, sales strategies, right? It's mindset, it's skill set, it's strategies. I served as a strategist at Fortune 1. Trust me. I'm bringing to you big business strategies and mindset. And then systems to automate and make sure you're operating with excellence as well. So anyway, so just think about that. What's your leverage? The opportunities in the world are abundant. Okay, I gave examples that your brand is a leverage. That's why I always say build equity into your brand. That's why there's an entire program dedicated to brand builders. You've got to be a brand builder. Nike will totally leverage everyday Nike brand, right? It means something. Let your name, let your brand mean something. But if you don't build the equity, if you don't invest in it, if you don't show up for it, if you don't tell the story on and on and on, you cannot use it as a leverage to get what you want later on. Okay? So just the image I want to leave you with today is just don't take your teaspoon. If you take teaspoon, that means that's all you have. Remember in the Bible talks about what do you have in your house? The widow, right? That was like the prophet, the servant of God, on and on. What do you have in your house? Is it a spoon? But I'm always saying, build more capacity so that you can carry more opportunities. Listen, that's the investment. When you say invest in yourself, know more, develop more skills, have more strategies at your disposal, build your relationship, your network, your influence, your power, your brand. When I've said this before, I'll keep, if you are new here, welcome. But I've said this before. Here's the key: life doesn't give you what you wish for, it gives you who you are. Become more to get more. Matthias, welcome. Any thoughts, comments as I'm going to start wrapping up? Any reaction to what I've been teaching and sharing today? Go ahead. Oh, you need to unmic. Are you able to unmic and join? If it's not working, you may want to step out and then come back in. I will wait for you. Gambier Goddess, have you been with us for a while? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
No, this is my first time in this room. I've been listening to what you said, and everything you said is absolutely correct, especially in this time of in this AI society that we say we have everything accessible. So there is actually no excuse. But some of the things you say, it all depends on your environment and where you comes from, because some people don't have connections to people who are entrepreneurs and all that stuff. And sometimes there is sometimes the entrepreneur doesn't want to work with certain people. So we have to put that into context as well, because we have to be honest about that.
Right. Okay. I love what you're saying, and welcome, by the way. Here is what I want to set clearly. Not all entrepreneurs are the same. Not all entrepreneurs have the same skills, exposure, experience, on and on. So the distinction, when I talk about mindset of an entrepreneur, is that I make this distinction of first-time entrepreneurs, inexperienced entrepreneurs, on and on and on, is that there's a certain behavior that they've adopted that is going to lead them to minimal success. I'll give you an example. So there's this journey you have to make from employee mindset to entrepreneur mindset. There's a mental transition that people have to go through. And if that mental transition is not complete, when they show up in their entrepreneurship and trying to build their business will be weakened by that mindset. They will just build another surviving business, not a thriving, dominating, excellent build. They will build something that is so dependent on them, that cannot thrive, that cannot win, that cannot compete in business. Why? Because the mindset of employee applied to building a business is limited. Right? I use this analogy. It's like the lion in the zoo versus the lion in the wild. The day you come out, the lion in the zoo comes out, you know your DNA says you can roar. Your DNA says you can pursue. Your DNA says you can attain. But listen, you are not practiced. You are not yet practiced in what the lion that has been out there for 30 years eating nice, right? The ones with the scars. The papa lion, mama lion, the king of the jungle, right, that has been out in the world building businesses for 30 years. You cannot say that you are equipped as they are, right? And the failure starts in not admitting that you are a newbie, that you are a baby, you are literally an infant on that journey, and you don't want to learn, you don't want any, listen, that's what we see. That is what, so here's the key. Everything you're saying, everything you just pointed out, I would say is the mindset of the inexperienced first-time entrepreneur. Because those who have achieved success, they know they didn't do it by themselves. They've had to pull a team together. They've had to collaborate. They've had to partner. They've had to invest. They've had to work. So listen, those who have achieved success in business, you will see it in their eyes, the level of intensity, like they are in need to win it. They are in need to win it at all costs, and they will not let their own limited mindset stop their own success. So they disrupt themselves, they invest in themselves, they disrupt every thought pattern that is not aligned to everything they want. But guess what? First-time entrepreneurs will still be saying, oh, I don't need this. I got it all by myself. I don't want to partner. I don't want to do this. I don't want to learn. We say come to class, they say I don't need to know. We say buy book, they don't read books. We say come to event, they say no event. I'm like, oh, stay where you are. Because there's going to be a wake-up moment. At some point, they will wake up. It might be too late, but eventually they will wake up and realize, listen, there's only so much you can do with the limited knowledge, limited expertise, limited exposure, limited network that they have. But until they wake up, what do? That's the question, Gamba. I hope I said your name well. How do you say your name?
No, it's like the country Gambia.
Oh, awesome. Gambia. Awesome. Where are you joining from?
No, I'm from the U.S. This is just my background. My father's from Gambia.
Oh my God, your dad is a typical. He's like, I want to remember home every day. You will never forget Africa. I'm just trying to be funny. I'm also from I'm in Nigeria and America. I'm joining you from Chicago. So I do a whole lot of work in the world of international trade and trade with Africa.
I'm gonna take your advice. You know why?
Because what was my advice? Which of it? Sorry. What did I advise you?
No, the statement, because I am a very hyper independent person.
Okay.
Like, I do literally everything by myself. And it's very hard for me to collaborate with people because it's like I move at a certain speed and I don't like waiting for people. And I realize when you work with other people, you have to compromise. And I think that is my weak spot.
Oh,
because I know I know what I want to do. I know how it's going to get it done, and I don't wait on anybody. But what you said is completely correct, and I will look at myself.
Okay, now let me now I will advise. Before I wasn't advising, but now I would advise. The mistake people make is you've got to be careful the type of people you partner with. So even when I say jump, expand, there's a cautionary tale here. I'm not saying the next person that reaches out to you that you partner with them. That's not what I said, because there's another program I teach about boundaries and value and on and on and on, is that the more of this inner work you do on yourself, the more clarity you have about who I am, my capacity, my leverage. You've got to be in search of people that can match your energy. That's the problem. The reason most people do not do this work is you've not met the match. So you need to be in search of the match. So for example, when I talk about partnership, I do institutional partnership because what I'm an institution in a way, because my company, we partner with government, we partner with chambers of commerce, we partner with like associations, like major institutions. I do not partner with individuals. So I'm just putting that out there, particularly when I'm hosting international trade summits where we're bringing in ambassadors, I'm doing government stuff. So even though I am sharing today, I bring all this big stuff. I just try to dose it a little bit to the capacity that people can understand. In general, you will achieve more when you collaborate. The next thing you have to do due diligence on is who is the right type of people that will match your energy and will move the way you move. Because if the match is not ideal, you may find yourself dragging some other people on, which is what might be your challenge. Is that you said repeating what you said your high energy on and on and on. So
I said I'm a hyper independent type of person.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need somebody that matches that. Right? You need, because anything less than you are, you will be the one feeding your energy into that system. It would it would it would it would take from you, not give to you. You get my point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you're not. Listen, I'm gonna listen to a Nigerian woman over anybody. So I am listening with my mouth shut, ears open.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Listen. Let me tell you something. I'm a person. I don't believe in potential. I see results, and I would say, Nigerian people, when they want to get to work, they get shit done. So when I listen to the women and they say certain things, my mouth is shut and my ears is
Come
open.
on. Like, thank you. But I'm just here. Listen, I have my entire school. The link is up above. But when I come on social, I'm just having fun. So thank you for riding and being on that journey with me. But I because I coach and I guide and I connect and I do all those things, it's very easy for me to kind of diagnose the challenges, because I will not tell you to minimize yourself to fit into a box. Like, that is totally against the work I do. My work is about unleashing your greatness, right? Unleashing your creative potential, pursuing more success, excellence for yourself. That's my work. So part of the journey is, it could be, when you look around you right now, you may not have found people that can match you. Okay? And part of what I also share with people, I think you alluded to some of it before in one of the programs, 30 Keys to Unlock Success. One of the keys to unlock success is location, location, location. And I thought that location, where you are at, will determine the quality of the relationships you can participate in, the access to the resources, right? What type of resources would you have access to? Okay. And the access to incredible knowledge. And I say knowledge, access, and resources are not evenly distributed all over the world. They are concentrated. Okay? Knowledge, capacity, strategy, all of those things, relationship, high quality relationship, they are concentrated in the world. This is why I always tell people, when it comes to pursuing all of these things, if you look around you, if you are not in Silicon Valley, if you are not in Bentonville, Arkansas, let me tell you, Bentonville, Arkansas, I miss you so much. That's the headquarters of Walmart. That is the headquarters, global headquarters of the biggest brands in the world. Listen, the energy there, that's where I come from. We get things done. Like, the energy is, you can't find it anywhere else in the world. Supply chain, logistics, manufacturing, like, listen, retail, I love it. So one thing I see and I know and I want people to understand is that location matters. This is why I host events. For example, when I host my summits, when I host my digital platforms, is that we want to concentrate like-minded people, right, in a location. So when we host events, summits, you are going to be exposed to people that they're not in your village, they're not in your city. You can't even have access to them. Events, summits, right, associations, yacht club, golf club is a concentration of similar-minded people. But when you are by yourself, if you're an eagle in the midst of quote unquote chickens, you will say, I believe I can, let's fly. They will say, we can't fly. You say, let's fly. Part of the journey is finding other eagles like yourself, because once eagles see eagles, listen, with their flocks, they will support you, right? You are all moving in the right direction. So the chicken analogy is trying to explain mindset. Okay, mindset, skill set, vibration, energy, focus, determination, intentionality, vision. Your vision is the picture of your destination, guys. If you have a vision of where you're going and everybody around you, they're not going where you're going, like, don't let them drag you down or away from your journey. You want to find people that move at the frequency that you're moving, right? And people like myself, I completely, totally understand that. And most of the spaces that will give you this level of energy and prime time, you have to invest yourself into it. That's why I talk about social. Listen, anybody in the world with a cell phone can get on social media. There's no barrier to entry. So you get what you get. So the mistake most people make is they are making assumptions that they can stumble on high quality relationship. that they can stumble on high quality information, that they can stumble on high quality resources. Listen, the best things in life are gated, to your point. They are heavily gated. Listen, a bank does, you don't go into a bank and start withdrawing. Like, listen, no. Relationships that are bankable, information that would give you money, that will teach you real estate, on and you cannot pick them up the streets of social media. Do you get that's the unfortunate thing most people don't realize? So they are giving hours and hours and hours of their time to spaces that will not enrich them, instead of taking their money and investing in events. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 events a year will change your trajectory of your life faster than 5 years on social media. Facts. The right event, attending 5 events in a year, the right event, because people congregate and they fly in from all over the world to congregate, share the same idea, share experiences, exchange cards. One of those people will change your life. 100 people on social media will not give you what those people are. So part of the challenges is that most people are not in search of these things. They think they will sit down comfortably, be on their cell phone and be scrolling, and all of a sudden, right? Today is your lucky day though, because I decide to show up. But people like me don't show up. In fact, I remember one of my mentors like, Tony, what are you doing on YouTube? I'm like, I'm teaching. I have a school. I'm teaching. We have to teach. We have work to do. We don't want to leave people behind. Most people don't listen. The people who have the access, the information, the resources, right? They are not readily available. You've got to, I hope people understand that. I know people, they're not on social media. Now, social media has its pluses. That's why I say use social media, don't let it use you. That's another strategy that I teach in my academy for entrepreneurs, how to leverage and use social media to advance your goals. You can use it to build your brand. You can use it like on and on and on, right? But if what you're looking for is leverage and to negotiate with I'm talking about high level negotiations, because here's what I will also say. The level of opportunities you can extract is dependent on the level of opportunity the person carries. Right? If all people can offer you is $50, you'll be saying, okay. Like if you don't know me, I have these laughters when I'm saying something so serious. I try to, edge it with just humor, but on a very, very serious note. Okay? Talking about leverage. Okay? People can only offer you what they carry. And you too can only offer what you carry. This is part of why I talk about leverage. Part of success, which I taught in my class earlier today, is learning how to negotiate. And you cannot negotiate if you don't have leverage, right? If you don't have what people want. Part of showing up in these rooms, these high value rooms, is that you've got to come into those rooms with something of value that other people are willing to engage with you for. And in my class, I shared types of value. And here's the mistake. Most people show up into high value rooms with nothing. They're looking to extract. They don't have anything to give. Listen, you can't take much out of those rooms. Remember the river analogy? The opportunities are flowing in those rooms. But if you come with a teaspoon, that's your leverage. But the people who make the most out of those high profile rooms are the people who come in with, listen, I came to clean the house. I came to collect. I have. Okay, anyway. So yeah, thank you so much again. Any other thoughts, question, anything I can help you answer? Any question on your mind I can help you address today? Over to you, Gambia. Or are you still with us, lost in the back link or back channel? Okay, if not, I see others in the room as well. If you would like to come up or contribute or use the chat space, sending invitations for you to come up. But if not, that's okay. All replays and my programs are housed at toyinumesiri.academy. So if you're an entrepreneur on your journey to business growth and success, That's the place to access my programs, my classes, my courses, my workbooks, my mindset coaching, on and on and on. That's really the place to tap into that and join the community. Because at the end of the day, listen, time is leverage. Time is of essence. Only those who seize moments, right, will arrive faster. And most times, unfortunately, people think they have time. So they go, right, 1 year, 2 years. I've seen this too many. I've been out here for a while, right? Is that unfortunately, people still come back. Not much has changed with their mindset. Not much has improved with their skill set. Not much has changed or improved on strategies that they know, right? And systems. They've not built structure, they've not built system, right? So you have to be in the right space. You have to be with the right people to learn. Listen, we are all supposed to be learning every day. We came into the world, right, to learn and do work, right? Learn what you need to do and do it well. And we can learn from one another. We can study, right? We can study. We can observe what other people are doing around us. And if you find yourself in spaces that does not look like the vision you have for yourself, listen, pack your load. Whether it's your, like, just because what you focus on, where you show up to, is directing your life. Your thoughts, because it's shape anything that shapes your thoughts, your thinking. Your thoughts is the GPS of your life. The vision is the picture of your destination. Thoughts are supposed to guide you to achieve success. So anything programming you, anything feeding you wrong, guys, will you get there? But things that will feed you will give you direction, right? Will give you roadmap, will serve as a guide to you, a coach to you, a mentor to you, will urge you closer to everything you want. Those are the places you need to invest in. Places, people, things, resources that will help you achieve success. That's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to move yourself, like pack your load and move closer to the people going where you're going, the people you can ask for direction, the people that can guide you, the people that can encourage you, the people that can motivate you. They exist. They may not exist in your zip code, but they exist in the world. What investments are you going to make sure you are showing up in those spaces? This is what people are not doing. People are not ready to invest to make sure they get everything they need to achieve success. Yet they want to achieve something, like eat their cake and have. Listen, that's the Left Behind series, guys. Is that I've said it before. Leaders will lead, they will make investments, they will accelerate their success. You see them on the other side. The kind ones will bid you come, but those who are running, they are running. They're not even going to look back. And some people in the middle will say, wait for me. And they will say, what did you do? And then they will be willing to learn. But there's a whole class that would say, give it to me free. No, in fact, they will want to make their own responsibility your responsibility. I thought about this before with entrepreneurs and negotiation, is that don't even deal with things that won't feed you. In the world of negotiation, if you're in the world of charity, please be generous, give freely, serve freely, and expect not much from that space. God will bless you in other areas, right? But I'm talking about the world of value for value. In the world of value for value, when somebody signifies, in fact, there's this mindset of entitlement. If they signifies that they want you, they want what you have, they want this, and yet you're like, okay, what do you want? What are we trading here? And they're like, nothing. Give it, run, pack your load and run. Particularly when they have the capacity to reward you and to transact, and they are refusing. Listen, let their refusal be the reason they get left behind. Let their refusal to invest in their own journey. You want to build a house, you don't want to buy cement. You want to build a house, you don't want to buy brick. You don't want to pay a plumber. You don't want to pay an electrician. You don't want to buy the materials for your roof. Listen, you use poor quality, it's your house. You will live in it. If it leaks, it's you. That is what I try to get everybody to understand. Like people like myself, right? It's your life, it's your future, it's your purpose, it's your destiny, it's your dreams at stake. What I just do is give you resources, equip, right? Things that will help you build the life and business of your dreams. That's it. Call me a cement. I'm just giving you say you want to build a house. Here's the cement. You don't want to build a house next. Who is building a house? Who is building an empire? Who is building a legacy business? That's what I'm looking for. Do you get my point? When people think it's about, listen, let's get these things right. Let's reshape and reorder this mindset's flaws. When you know what you want, when you know where you're going, when you have clarity of purpose, clarity, right? You need to be in search of everything that will help you get what you want. That's how it works. And the size of your dreams is supposed to be influencing the size of your investments. A 2-story house versus a 20-story house will eat different materials. Right? Your farm, you want bountiful harvest, bountiful seed. God said, scatter your, like, don't withhold. Many people are withholding, yet they're saying, give me food. Listen, guys. Many people are withhold. Whatever you withhold, just withhold it and stay right there. But the principle of sowing and reaping, you sow and then you reap. You sow and then you reap. But those who refuse to sow, leave them alone. Those who refuse to invest in their future, leave them alone. Very, very soon, 10 people, 100 people can start at the same starting point. Those who invest, you see them in the future. You see them on the newspaper. You read their news. You'll be like, when did he start? Listen, that guy poured catalyst. He sped up the reaction, the massive amount of action that you need to take to arrive at your destiny. If you don't take that action, will you arrive? How do you speed it up? Knowledge will help you speed it up. Information will help you speed it up. Access will help you speed it up. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Those who say they don't want to invest, they are still at the start line. Others are like running, right? Very soon, you see them winning. Those who run their race, invest, you see them winning. You see them winning, right? Those who say, how did you get there? Kabbalah guy, thank you for joining. We've had this conversation before. Those who are seeing Miss Kabbalah guy winning, they'll say, how did you do this? She'll tell their coach Toyin, go and invest to Coach Toyin. Guess what they will say? They don't want to invest. Then stay where you are. Kabbalah guy, let me read what you're saying. You walk when you sow, and when you reap too. Let me put it up so others. He said you walk when you sow and when you reap too. So basically, be looking for people willing to work as well. That's it. Yes, sowing is work, reaping is work, but there's a different energy to doing those two things. Thanks, Kabbalah guy. Like, just let me go a little bit spiritual. Bible talks about those who go out with tears. When you come back, you'll be rejoicing. Reaping, you reap with rejoice, with joy, because you've done the work and God has rewarded you, right? You will now be reaping. You'll be dancing, right? You're working, but you're working and enjoying the work. You'll be, right? You enter a flow, a place of flow, passion. And everybody will be like, she's enjoying. Yes. But when you were sowing, when you were building the foundation, when you were implementing the structure that will support the future, you were in pain, fighting, walking, praying. Nobody sees that. It is not pleasant. You know why? It's not pleasant. That's why social media will not tell you the truth. They lie that it is this. No, there is a time to sow and there is a time to reap. And the way you sow, you bend down, you sow. The time you want to build the foundation of your house, depending on how big that structure is, the foundation, you must dig it, secure it, strengthen it, so that you can then build on it. That's why I talk about the foundational program, 10-week accelerator in my school, right? Is that if you're an entrepreneur and you don't build yourself, you don't build your mind, you don't ready yourself, your energy, your spirit, your emotion, and you're saying, oh, I'm going to be this. Listen, that thing will put so much pressure on you. It will squeeze you. If you don't prepare yourself for that journey, the stress is on you. because you're trying to deliver results that you're not skilled for, that you don't have knowledge for. I was talking to someone, was it a few days ago? They were putting incredible pressure on her in her job. And I asked her, have they trained you? She said no. And the company is putting pressure on you to do lead generation and you don't have training, you don't have capacity. I said, go back to that company and tell them to pay for your training. Because this is what people do. You're trying to, let me paint a picture so that you understand what I'm trying to share in this moment. An architect will have a vision for a drawing, put it down on paper, write the vision, make it plain. The vision on paper, the building on paper is not yet a building you can walk in and live in. Many people have vision. The vision is a picture of your destination. It's a picture of what you want and you desire and you want, right? The work at hand is the architect making sure you have the right skilled workers. Listen, if you give the best building, this is what's happening. God has given you vision for a dream, a business. You are now the worker. You are supposed to work it out. If you give that building drawing to the contractor that has never built a building before, that do not have experience, you are that person that God has given a dream. You don't have experience. You've never done it before. What are you supposed to do? What would the quality of your work look like if you don't develop skill? Just imagine now, your dream house, somebody walks in, says there's a contractor, and you say, show me what you've done before. Oh, I've never done anything, but I'm going to draw your house will be fantastic. You'll be like, you need to be skeptical, you need to run. But here's the key. You are the culprit in this scenario. You've never built a business before. You have clear vision, clear dreams. And I'm saying, learn fast. Learn the skills fast so that you can do a fantastic job building your desired dreams. Okay? That's what this is about. So it's about you, your dreams, your hope, your aspirations, your desire, the legacy business. It's about you. And people like myself, we just offer support, encouragement, resources, research. And if you don't read, if you're not a reader, listen, everything you need is buried in a book somewhere. I'll stop right there because not everybody is ready for the truth. In my academy, I'm a truth teller. Everybody, like, we cut through the noise. Enough of that. But anyway, let me start wrapping up. I just came out to say, I came to social media to just engage and say hello. So that's it. Thank you to everybody who joined. Sean says, you're making sense, madam. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, there's a whole lot of resources. The article I wrote earlier this week was fantastic. Listen, today is Monday, right? So that would be was this Saturday? What am I even saying? The days are all over anyway. Today is Monday. So was it Friday or Saturday? One of those 2 days. And I talked about the psychology, buying psychology, right? Understanding the buying psychology to support your lead generation, right? So I'm building up on that because go ahead if you wanted to say something.
No, I said before you close, I was saying that where should I go in Nigeria when I go over there and visit?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for an experience? Are you looking for business? Right?
No, just for experience, to check there because I've never been there and that's on my bucket list. So I want to go to to party and to just enjoy myself.
That's fantastic. I'm more in the business side of things, right? So I'm not into listen, guys, I know who I am. I'm the last person you want to ask for concerts. But what I encourage in the business world, let me give you a few things. If it's a business trip, I can help you. If it's a fun trip, I'm not the best person. But if you're in the US, if you're going for business, target along an event, a business event. The US government actually has grants and programs that will help you, that will actually cover part of your travel costs, right? So in the international trade space, there are 17 government agencies that support those who want to do trade with Africa. So if this is a business trip, again, if it's a party trip, sorry, I'm not the best person to support you there. But if this is a business trip, like chambers, we have the Nigerian American Chamber of Commerce, they do events in Lagos a lot. So to be a networking. So if you have a service, if you're a business owner and you want to sell, that's one. There are also events and networking things always happening. If you want to go and exhibit your product and services in Nigeria, there's tons of programs that will pay part of, at least maybe 70-80% of your travel cost, and your registration cost will be covered by the US government, on and on and on. And then maybe later you can go and party after that. So for me, I deal more in the world of business travel, business engagement, networking, negotiations, entrepreneurship, international trade, export, import. That's my space. That's what I advise. But if you want entertainment, Beyonce, if you want, right? So yeah, so the world of business is really where I play. So sorry I couldn't help you for that. I'm not into, listen, there's
No. It's good, because now that I know that they will fund, like the government will pay, if I were to do business in Nigeria, because I do have stuff that I'm developing. So that's good that you told me this information. So,
yeah,
like I said, I'm just listening.
right. So there's more information. If you want to learn more about Trade with Africa, you go to nazaru.trade. That's my company. We host international trade summits with governments. There are tons of resources, courses, programs. If you want to learn what businesses you can do with Africa, import, export, how to run those things, trade and investment facilitation. I also train government officials as well. So all of that resources is available at nazaru.trade. So the international trade work is under my company. The entrepreneurship work, like, that's my own personal baby. Like, this is it, guys. This is it for me. I built it for me, for my passion, because at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is building your own economy. Like this coming weekend, I'm going to be teaching, even from a faith standpoint in church, about entrepreneurship, mindset of an entrepreneur. And you can also order my book, Mindset of an Entrepreneur: Strategies, Skills, and Mindset for Achieving Business Growth and Success. I'm on a media tour right now, so I'm going to radio stations, on and on and on. I also have my TV show for entrepreneurs that run in the city, and I've made some episodes of it available online. So you can go to toyinumesiri.com/mindset of an entrepreneur to watch some of those shows, right? Because those who are not yet members of my academy, I'm looking for, where's the link? Let me find that. Okay, toyinumesiri.com/mindset of an entrepreneur. You can watch episodes where I'm teaching, I'm sharing, I'm inspiring entrepreneurs. And that TV show is in partnership with the Mayor's Communications Office here in the city. What else? So I have books, I have school programs, events, TV show. That, for me, it's about building this capacity up for those who want to go to their next level of business and success. That's all I'm doing, really. Holding that space, holding those opportunities so that I can accelerate your journey. Because if you don't speed it up, I serve as a catalyst to speed it up, your success, your right, with knowledge, my experience, all, like, in a moment I can share something with you that will totally transform your life, right? And that's a fact, right? So it's holding that space for those who want to learn. So my space is really for those who want to learn. Those who do not want to learn, those who feel like they know everything, they don't need, like, we don't bother, guys. You don't stumble into that space. Social media is social media, but the spaces I've curated is for those who are hungry for more information, more access, more information, more strategy, more developing ourselves, investing in ourselves to advance faster. That's the space that I hold, and I invite you to join and explore that. You can explore my programs at toyinumesiri.academy and toyinumesiri.com. So that's what I'm about, right? Let me give you one last tip as I'm going. When it comes to brand, I've taught all this class, so I don't want to keep repeating myself, right? Because when I'm teaching, right? When I'm on social, I'm just on social. But I want to share something for those who still struggle with brand. Let me just give you 3 questions. There's a whole program as part of the accelerator you can access in my academy. But let me give you 3 questions you want to attempt to answer. Who are you? This is an identity. Who are you? What do you do? What can you do for me? Right? Who are you? Do you know who you are? Who are you? What do you do? What can you do for me? If you can answer those 3 questions, you're on your way. But I bet many people struggle with. Number 1 is where the struggle starts with. Okay? Because many people are not practiced. They are not practiced in showing up in the world as they are. Many people hide parts of themselves. And those parts you are hiding may actually be the key to unlock the next level of success for you. because you're in a world where most people in the world of job, right, employee mindset, your employer has not unleashed, is not interested in your full identity. They're only interested in that skill that you went to school to learn, that they want from you. That's what they're buying from you. They're not buying you, they're buying that accounting degree, your expertise. That's what they're paying for. This is the struggle for most people who are looking to their job for full expression. Unless you go up the ladder in the corporate world is where you can start expanding and expressing more of yourself. At the foot of that pyramid, do what they say. You are an order taker, guys. Technical contributor, individual contributor. I've been there, done that. So when you become an entrepreneur, you now realize that you have to become a leader. You have to actually have identity. You have to know who you are, because you cannot call on people to come and experience you when you've not experienced yourself. You cannot ask people to go on a journey into your internal world when you haven't gone on that journey. You are lost. You will make sure they too get lost. They will get lost and confused just as you are. This is where mindset comes in. Identity. You've got to recover your identity. Know who you are before the job, before everything. Who you are, your power is wrapped up in who you are. Your influence is wrapped up in who you are. Full expression of you. Once you do that work and you know who you are, listen, you will unleash yourself. Because one of the things that I say, there's a program, the Game Plan 1.0, 12 strategies for winning life and business, and there's a personal development workbook that comes with it in my academy. One of the struggles is that in your place of desire, in your heart, you know who you are. Like, you can feel who you are. You are still processing it, but you can feel it if you've not done this work. So if you are early, very early in this journey, you can feel it. A lot of it leads to frustration, by the way. The unexpressed self is a frustrated self. If you've not found the expression of your greatness, of your fullest potential, if you've not done the work to unleash yourself and be good with who you are, and be able to assert yourself and say, this is who I am. I'm here to do meaningful work. Unleashing your power, influence, energy, everything. Many people that have not cleared the highway, there's still blockages in their mind, in their hearts, in their emotion, in their spirit, on and on and on. If you don't clear their highway, people combust internally. Like, they turn inward and the frustration is massive. Massive. A lot of frustration, guys. Trust me. So clearing that highway, clearing that noise, I say nature, nurture, culture is in the way of your success. Nature, the identity you've taken on, or let me say the limiting belief, the person you've become, right? Because we have to do this work before you brand. You know why? If you attempt to brand, you brand the wrong identity. You brand a limited version of yourself. You brand a cat instead of a lion. Because in that place of true identity, you've got to clear all the block, all the noise, all those stories, all this blah, 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 that is stopping you from expressing your power, influence, voice. I'd say that your thoughts is how you experience the world. Your words in written and spoken form is how the world experiences you. You are experiencing me right now, guys. Right? You are experiencing me. And part of this is that I've cooked delicious food. I threw nice parties. I'm having fun. So you can experience the energy. Right? Let me share something. Some people are here. Okay, I can feel a pull. So let me go there with you guys. There are 4 ways you can experience me. And I'm sharing this so that you also can pin it for yourself. You can experience my energy. If you don't clear your energy, this is where toxicity, I always talk about, remove all those things that is because if you don't deal with it, you show up into rooms of opportunity. You can't capture opportunity with negativity, guys. Clear that stuff. Clear it off. We can experience each other's energy. When you go into a room, when you meet somebody, before they've even spoken, you just you know what I'm talking about, guys. Energy. Okay? 1. Number two, you can experience my thinking, how I think. When I open my mouth and speak, out of the abundance of the mind, the heart, the mouth speaks. You're experiencing my way of being, my way of thinking. You may agree, you may not agree, but it is what it is. What I know, I share in my mind, right? And I share out of my experience, right? You experience my way of being in my mind. Okay, that's two. So people are experiencing your way. Many times, if people have chaotic mind, they've not worked out a straight thing. I call it's like a ball of knitting wool. Their thoughts are like jumbled up. Listen, when they talk, you'll be like, you can't follow. You're there. What did you just say? And then they said that it's all over. You can, when they write, you know all those newsletters that you're like, this doesn't make sense. This is why we do the work. So energy, thoughts. The other thing you can experience is emotion. We transfer emotion. If somebody is sad, if somebody is upset, if somebody is passion, you can experience my passion. And then you can experience my words. And you can read me. I'm sharing this with you to know that people around you, they are picking up all of those. They might not be able to determine exactly which one they're experiencing, because I do this work mindset coaching. That's why I'm calling this out. But no, the world is experiencing your energy, your thought patterns, your place of emotion, and your words. And when all of those things do not align, you're not going to be able to negotiate and leverage. You know why? In your because all these things confuse each other. You may say, oh, I want to sell this product for $2,000. That might be your desire. But your energy may have been disrupted. So you're not confident. And we can pick up that you don't even feel the value of the value is the value. And or in your thoughts, you're like, would they pay? Can they pay? People are experiencing that. You're sending those micro signals all over, and it's disrupting how much money you're making. And then even when you open your mouth, you can't pitch, you've not practiced this. Those are some of the things that fall flat and impact people's success. The energy, your thoughts, your emotion. If you are fearful, oh, would they buy? Would they not buy? Oh, you can read and pick up those things on social media through the words and people are typing. You can sense the energy behind those words. You can see if it's free. You can see if it's liberating. You can see if these people want to take advantage of you. You can even smell if they mean what they say and if they say what they mean. You can almost feel the people coming at you, trying to dominate you and trying to make you do. Guys, the world functions a certain way. Know these things. If you don't know it, people are sabotaging their own success. That's why I say, go to quiet place, come into the work on all of these things, work on it, mindset, skill set. When you show up, listen, you'll be more, listen, for one, confidence. You now know what you need to know. You know what's going on. You are now more aware and your perception is tuned. You now have clarity, right? You now I talk about audacity. You now have the audacity to ask for what you want. It is what it is. You want some of this is it. You don't want, keep moving. Next. Let's, right? So I've tried. Okay, I hope that served somebody. Somebody was hungry for that. I could feel that. So I've offloaded for somebody. God bless you. And if you don't need it, don't worry. Pass it on. Send this video. Please like, subscribe. Pass this on to the next person that you believe would definitely learn from this. I'm Toyin Umesiri. Thank you for being here. Kobola guys, great to see you again. And everybody else, it's such a pleasure and delight. Bye for now.